smash a cake in a bride's face. Her face doesn't have a smile anymore for the photos.
Yeah.
The cake ends up in weird and strange places, and it can take quite a bit of time away from the wedding reception for her to have to deal with that. So please make sure that you're gentle, that you're kind with that. You can have a little fun with it if you really want to do it. Please plan that with your MC ahead of time. He'll give you a couple of suggestions that will still make it work so that the party doesn't come to a halt for 15 minutes while a bride has to dig crumbs out of her shoes and whatnot. So with that in mind, oh wow, they actually cut it while I was talking here, so then fed it to each other. So after the cake cut, at that point, if you wanted to have a honeymoon or a money dance, we would do that at this point right after the cake cut. While they're actually serving the cake to the rest of your guests, we would invite your best man and your maid of honor up to the dance floor, have one on each corner, and we would invite everybody else in the room, and we would make an announcement that was something like this. There's Marjorie, right? Margie. Margie and Bobby, right? Okay, so we would say, we're going to say the best man is Tom and the maid of honor is Jessica for the sake of this, but we'd say, ladies and gentlemen, right now, we're going to give all of you an opportunity to spend some one-on-one time with Margie and Bobby. Now the way this is going to work is, gentlemen, if you'd like to come up and dance with Margie, and Margie and Bobby, by the way, would already be on the dance floor. Gentlemen, if you want to talk and dance with Margie, come on over here and talk with Jessica, our maid of honor. You're going to line up behind Jessica, and she will let you know when to cut in and dance with Margie. Ladies, if you'd like to dance with Bobby, please come on over here and talk to Tom, and he'll let you know when to cut in and dance with Bobby. Now, some of you may be familiar with this as the green, or the money, or the dollar dance, and while we certainly encourage you to contribute in that way if you'd like to, that is by no means required. Tonight's mostly an opportunity to spend some one-on-one time, wish them well on their honeymoon, any last-minute marital advice you'd like to share, or anything like that. If you just flat out haven't had a chance to say hi to them tonight, now is your opportunity to do that. So we'll begin the honeymoon dance. And that's how we would start the honeymoon dance. Now, some of you may not like that idea at all. That's fine. In fact, at any point tonight, if you've seen something that you don't like, we can very much customize it, we can take it out. Some people really like the idea, and they want us to ask, then we would do the bouquet and the garter toss. So, right now, we'd like to have Margie up to the dance floor, as well as all the single ladies. So if you are single, and there should be a lot of you in the room tonight, Margie, I'm going to have you right over here. All right, how many single women do we have? All right, tonight, women. Now, if you're not single, what are you doing here tonight? Come on up. We need as many single ladies up here. If you're engaged, you should be on the dance floor. You're single for today's purposes. If you're divorced, you should be up here for tonight's purposes. If you're single, perfect, ladies. Thank you. Now, same thing, we're keeping an eye on where people's backs are. So, ladies, I'm going to have you take about 10 steps to your left, so you're a little bit more in this corner right over here. Those of you over here kind of scoot a little bit more that direction, right? Now we're going to help her count to 3. So Margie, I'm going to have you face the opposite corner there, face Sergio there. And I'm going to say 1, but I need everybody, if you are happy that Margie is now married, I want you to give me a 2 and a 3 as loud as you can. When I say 1, I need a 2 and a 3 as loud as you can. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Nicely done. All right, let's give Christy, we got some men on her. Christy, kiss you, round of applause. Nice job, Christy. Stay close by. We're going to have you take a picture in just a moment with the guy that catches the garter. So the rest of you ladies, if you want to go ahead and have a seat, Christy's staying nearby. Meantime, we need all the single guys to the dance floor. Single guys to the dance floor. And Margie, we're going to have you right here for a moment. So single guys, single gentlemen, there should be a few guys in here. Come on over here by me, your backs to the DJ, except for Bobby himself. Guys right over here. Now, she doesn't actually have, as far as I know, she doesn't have a garter. We're not going to ask if she has a garter on, but we're going to pretend for the moment that you actually have a garter on. Fair enough? All right, so now, Bobby, are there any other single guys out there that we were going to invite you to get down on your knee there? We're going to give you a little mood music as you move that garter. So just pretend you're taking it out there. There you go. You can be gentlemen about it. We encourage that. All right, well done. Fine acting by Bobby here. Just straight from acting school. Thank you, Bobby. We're going to bring Margie up to the side so she doesn't get trampled by these eager guys, because these guys, I'm sure, are very, very excited, eager to catch this garter. Right? Maybe. So, all right, same thing. We're going to have Bobby stand right over here in this corner. And gentlemen, you get ready to catch the imaginary garter as it gets flung by. In fact, we'll borrow the. Where'd the other? Did you already exchange the bouquet? Where'd the other bouquet go? Oh, okay, no, I can't see it. Don't throw it. Okay, so this is now the bouquet.
That's the garter.
Garter. That's the garter.
That's the garter.
Straight. Okay, same thing. I'm going to say 1. I need a 2 and a 3 as loud as you can. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
There's nobody caught
it. All right, thank you, sir. What's your name? Kyle. All right, Kyle. Please stay right up here while we bring Christy up. Christy, come on up for just a moment. We're going to have you take a picture. This to be that, you know, you may still see this from time to time from other DJs, and certainly if you really wanted it, we would do this. But we don't recommend it these days. It's sort of, again, not in style. It used to be that we would now have Kyle take the garter and put it on Christy's leg. But for a variety of reasons, you can realize why that doesn't really work particularly well. So what we're going to do instead is a little something different. So now we're back to role-playing here. So Christy and Kyle, what you do have is a very important role in Bobby and Margie's life. So I'm going to actually borrow the bouquets for just a moment. I'll give those back to you momentarily. But you have a very important role in their lives because I'd like you to take a quarter turn to your right so that Christy, you're facing that way, Bobby, or Kyle behind Christy a little bit. Because for every person that you guys can get into a party train, that's another year of happiness and success for Bobby and Marjorie. So each person you get into our conga line is another year of happiness and success. The longer the line, the longer the marriage is going to last. That's right, folks. Jump on in there. We need to have at least 100 years of happiness and success for Margie and Bobby. All right, we got 3 years of happiness, 6 years of happiness, 9 years of happiness, 10 years of happiness. Jump on in, folks. Represent. Show your love for Margie and Bobby. Show them how happy you are that they are now married.
Pretty cool, Mark. Pretty cool. Back to the dance floor.
All right, I'm going to give a $50 gift certificate to the next 3 people in line. So jump on in, $50 for the next 3 people in line. Come this way, Christy, right over here. Come back this direction. All right, come back this way. All right, so these 3 folks right here, hit me up at the end. We're going to do a quick U-turn this way. Do a little high five. Get your hands up in the air. Do a little high five with these guys. A high five back there. Do a high five there. Get your hands up in there. All right, we're going to do the same thing. A little double back right here. Kyle and Christy right up front here with me real quick. Let's give them a big round of applause. All right, now, we're going to show you guys another way that we can keep the party going. Kyle and Christy are going to help us out. Before we do this next part, real quick, I need some confessions from anybody in the room. If you're here tonight and you either are someone, you know someone, you brought someone who cannot dance, I'd like to see your hand. Okay, we have some folks with hands up, and we have some liars. Well, what Kyle and Christy are up here to do is they're up here to show you that you actually do know how to dance. You're great dancers because you practice all the time. So we're going to show you some of the dance moves you perfected every day of your life. Let's in our car. Other side. Let's go. Dance go. I know, you know, I feel psycho in my new joint. Now go down low and get some of that malto meal cereal. Other side, big bags of dog food. Now go ahead and push that cart on up front. Now we got those groceries up front, let's scan them out. Now we got the groceries scanned out, let's drive them on home. I don't know if you guys know this, but my boy Kyle, he only rolls the lowrider, so that looks like this. But it's starting to rain, so let's turn on the windshield wipers. But Kyle's lowrider's the most ghetto lowrider in town. It's only got 1 windshield wiper. And that ghetto lowrider just took the final dive on us, so we're stuck.